Welcome in, guys, to where I review the Lions versus the Texans, the big Sunday night game last night on prime time. And you look at this game, I'll get into the game in a minute, but again, two teams that you're definitely looking at as a Super Bowl contending team. Lions definitely, Texans are up there, especially the Bills as well. I'll talk about that with my full review tomorrow, when I get it up tomorrow, or when I record it tomorrow. But let's get into this game. Especially first thing, when the Texans started off really strong, I thought, in this game, especially going after our running game, especially going after that the running defense as well. Our defense was getting cut open a lot, especially in the first half. That was the big problem that we had, was a lot of the Texans. DeMeco Ryan had a really good game plan, especially going the running game, knowing that our defense can again have some good performances. I still think we need some more additions. I know the really big loss has been Aiden Hutchinson when he got injured at the Vikings game a couple weeks ago, which has been our big loss. But I know we did some things in the trade to help the secondary in that defensive line. But the game, especially with the Texans, they really focus on the secondary and the interior, and they was focusing on that defensive side, on the defense side of the ball, getting out straight out of the box. You had Joe Mixon, who was that first half he was probably the best player on the Texans team. Then Jared Goff, really, I don't think he had the best game, Goff, last night. I think a lot of, the second half he was putting it together. He was really he was putting things together, but he didn't have the best game last night. You could see a lot of times Goff's like looking around, where the fuck am I gonna throw this? Just throw it out somewhere. He got intercepted about 8 times in the first half. Again, that was a big problem. The trenches are off. The offensive line should have been a lot better last night. And Ben Johnson, I think a couple of calls he did in that first half should have been questioned. I think there's one where he tries to do a pass to Jamar Gibbs. Jamar Gibbs fumbles the ball and stuff like that. But then we get to the second half. This is where it really turns around, because it's at this point we're going into the second half. We're like 0-10. No, yeah, we're like 10-17 at this point. We're 10 so we're 10-17, whatever. And then we go into the second half, and you can really see that Jared Goff is turning around. Second half, he finds Jamar Gibbs, a great interception, a great pass to Jamar Gibbs to get it to 13 and 17 at that point. Then obviously Texans get one back to make it 20 to 13. Then after that, you had David Montgomery, who again was missing into that first half. Gets us back into the game, and then it goes to 22 to 20, 26 to 20, 20 to 23 after a St. Brown touchdown in the fourth quarter to make it 20 to 23, like I said. Then we're at 23 to 23. Obviously in the fourth. After that, you had Jake Bates get a late field goal late on in the fourth quarter to get it over the line, 26 to 23. A repeat of the Vikings game on the road 2 weeks ago. And we get the job done. Jared Goff threw for 2 touchdown passes, 15 out of 30 throws, 5 interceptions. Really 8 overall, really more like 8 overall, really, but 5 interceptions. Joe Mixon had a great game though. For the Texans, I wanted to say on the Texans real quick, the Texans had Joe Mixon had a real good game. 25 carries, he had probably the best player in the game. But it comes down to, for the Texans side of things, the in-game management. Once again, the defense kind of let him down in this game. DeMeco Ryan's game plan, giving away the field goal gain a flag, and then giving the field goal to the Lions, really was the problem, and ultimately the turnover. Then it went to the flag and the field goal, and then the Lions win the game. But that was the problem. The in-game management at the end of the of D'Amico Ryan was really the reason why the Texans lost the game, because they came out in the first half really strong, going focusing on the running game, really targeting the Lions defense was really good. And in the second half, they're like, oh, they switched off or whatever. But yeah, good win for the Lions. And again, we're looking at the schedule here. Jacksonville at home. You're probably thinking that's a winnable game as well. Not at home, on the road. So you got Jacksonville next on the road next week. So you're thinking definitely a winnable game against Jacksonville. Jacksonville are just fucking a dumpster fire. Then you got the Colts who are picking Joe Flacco. Like, yay, Joe Flacco. Like, yeah, we're gonna probably beat the Jags and the Colts, and then we got a division game against the fucking Bears. Bears football. We'll probably beat the Bears at Soldier Field. Then we got the Packers again. We got the Packers again at home. Then the Bears again at home. And then we have the Bills. Now that's going to be a tough game. You're thinking about the Bills. We're going about week 16, 17 here. About week 16 we're at this point. With the Bills, that's going to be a really tough game, especially how the Bills have been playing the last few... How they've been playing this season, especially with the addition of Amari Cooper and stuff like that. And then you got a couple of other games, like you got the 49ers. Sorry, I guess. You got the 49ers on week 17. Another big game, another team that's going to be contending this season to try to get to the Super Bowl again. And then we got our last game of the season against the Vikings. So bit of a couple of winnable games in there, and let's see what happens. But like I said before, I definitely think that the Lions are definitely contenders this year. We're definitely up there with the Bills and the Ravens, and you know, the Packers potentially could be up there as well. Texans are definitely up there as contenders.